dead.
Like how much money is enough money? That's like what I'm kind of getting at.
I'm good. I got enough money now.
It depends. 10 million right now sounds really good. 10 million 80 years from now, I'm not going to do shit.
Here's what everyone says.
Toyota Camry
I got offered a $120 million investment the other week.
A what? An investment?
An investment,
For how much?
to come in for a 20%.
Wait,
For everything, whole picture, big everything, not just Alphalete.
like you?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that values you at what?
I know.
700 something million?
What?
8?
Did you take it?
No.
You're like, that's pennies.
No, it's not.
more
It
than
is.
that.
No, it's a shit ton. But it's just like, I don't know, you.
Then you're
You're
some
you're held down.
owner.
Yeah,
you know?
you fucking don't.
Now you work for the man.
understand. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not a big. I mean, I see the benefit of taking like, investors' money and stuff, but that's not like what I
On a small scale, not for you as your name.
would want
That's
to
sketchy.
do.
I'd be a slave to it.
Yeah.
I've heard that I don't know if this is the exact number.
I
I
said
feel
do
like,
250 and we'll talk.
there you go.
Alphaland, brought to you by Pfizer.
I feel like the number has changed over time, but I think the statistic is that once you make, I thought it was like 250, but I think it might be 400,000. Let's say 300,000.
Like lifetime or like
no,
yearly?
like yearly.
Okay.
Let's say you make $300,000 a year.
That's a lot.
Right, I do agree.
Yeah.
Unless you want to like live the yachts, private jets,
enough.
luxury cars, anything above $300,000 will not change your happiness. Like period, because unless you want to change the life that you live to live this like, crazy life.
Yeah.
That's why I said 10
I
million.
don't you won't do anything with that money.
300 grand, bro. If you're working if you don't own your own business, it's very rare to make over $300,000 a year. Like it's like you're like playing in the NBA at that point.
That's why I said 10
Like, you're
million.
very-
10 million put away. You're going to be making 3 to 6.
Everyone listening, I only have to make $10 million.
Yeah, no, that'd be really easy. Yeah, I mean that's a very rare situation. I mean, you're like C-suite level at like JP Morgan kind of job to get 300 grand a year.
Do you
Or
think
you have your own
everyone?
business.
Yeah, no, if you own your own, yeah, but like I'm just saying, working for someone else, like it's very rare to make over
How much?
250.
How much do you think? How much do you think people who don't own their own business? Because I feel like everyone thinks that if you're not making $100,000, you're doing trash. Like they think
gone up.
everyone's making $100,000, but there is an eventual cap from working for working for someone else.
So controversial point here. I would take 300,000 salaried over $500,000 contracted.
Yeah,
like $500,000 my own company or 300,000 salaried. I'd take 300,000 salaried all day.
No overhead, no worries.
I don't have to worry about anybody else. I'm not relying on I don't control people's jobs. I don't
What do
have
you
stress.
work? You
I
want
don't
to work
have
as hard though.
No, 100%. But like 300 grand salaried to
Don't
me
hire
is worth
Joe.
more than 500,000 by myself.
You know what I was thinking about? No matter how much money you make,
I'd rather get, if someone offered me $1 million a year and versus doing my own company that I would be in charge of my own time, I'd choose my own time. If I made way less, 100%.
so your time's worth more than
Just working for myself is worth more.
if you
Yeah.
work fucking 20 hours a day.
But even if I'd just rather be in
But you're
control
not
of
an
it.
average human either. Like your average person, better off taking the salaried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the thing though. So no matter like when you're on, you hear the discussion of like when you're on your deathbed, do you think you're going to be so stoked that you have so much money in the bank, or are you like, man, I wish I had spent more of that, not like used it all, but like I could have spent a lot more of it to do more shit. Like I don't need as much money. And it's like, are you just trying to set up the next 10 generations, or is it just your kids? Is it just your kids and their kids? Or is there like just as many generations as possible? But to Joe's point, full circle, do you think 3 generations from now are going to be like, oh, my great great granddad was super rich. I don't give a fuck about him. Like
I don't give 2 shits.
they're just going to be like, yeah, I'm rich from like,
Just know that like if you come up with 100 million and you pass away and it goes to your kids and your kid, like eventually it's just some fucking dickhead kid with ear piercings saying bussing nonstop with his Lamborghini Urus. Like that's where your money's going. Eventually it'll end in some like social media entrepreneur Urus driver.
so last night.
That's your grandchild. It's going to happen. Yeah.
Last night, come closer to the mic. Last night, we went and watched 64, 65?
1965.
65, which is a movie about the dinosaurs and how all that came about, right? Turns out a giant asteroid hit the Earth.
Yep.
That's what killed the dinosaurs. I just learned this. And imagine you have $100 million and you look up in the sky and then you see a fucking asteroid coming to the Earth and you're just like, probably should have done more cool things. Probably should have worked a little bit less because
$100 million?
Whatever.
I'm going to my asteroid bunker.
Asteroid
with
bunker.
my $100 million, yeah.
But can you imagine, like, what would you, like, if the world was ending tomorrow, would you have any regrets of how you spent your money?
No, not at all.
Do you think you should spend your money as if the world is ending tomorrow every day?
I feel like that's a good idea until you hit 50 and you have no retirement. You're like, shit. If you know tomorrow at 1 p.m. the world ends, what are you doing right now?
Staying on the podcast. So
Oh, damn. If it's ending tomorrow, I'm spending all of my money. What would I spend it on?
A Jeep.
Dude, if I had to spend my
paperwork.
entire, what would I do? What would you do if the world is ending tomorrow?
What do you got, like 20 grand?
go chill with the fam.
30?
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait,
Go
I like how
bench.
Christian's immediately like, I'd go hang on my family. And I'm like, what do I spend my money
all
on?
of my money.
No, I'm talking about the money aspect. The point I'm getting at is that we're all working to this like big thing because we're like, we want enough safety net. We want enough in our retirement. We want enough from like our kids to like, you know, not have to worry or work, whatever. But like, at what point is it enough money that you can be like, the purpose of life is for fulfillment, but is it worth, like, once you have enough money for couple generations, you have enough money to do whatever the fuck you want, and it's starting to impact your health and your sleep. Is it worth it? And at what point are you like, I can fill my void of wanting to achieve things better than affecting my health because I have enough money. It is negatively affecting my health. What's the point?
I think I just need to make some adjustments to be able to ensure I'm sleeping more. But I don't think the money doesn't correlate to that to me. It doesn't correlate to like, sorry, I'm talking to the mic. Like it just has no impact anymore to me. I'm just doing it because I really want to do it. I enjoy doing it.
I'll tell you
Really?
what has an impact: an asteroid on the Earth.
Yeah. Yeah.
A little bit.
Money don't matter.
I think some people just
After
want
a
to
certain
work.
Point, I think I said that point. I think it's like 10 for me.
I think the gratification of building something is
Yeah.
more important than the money behind it.
10 million
For some people. Some people it's not.
Christian, you have $10 million.
I think, okay, look.
So you're
the-
good. You're
good.
The trajectory of all very
Have some money?
successful people, you get to whatever that number is, and then you go nonprofit. That's what all these big CEOs do. Like Bill Gates, you get to a couple billion, and then you're like, all right, I go nonprofit and start helping the world. Which, on a side note, did you see that Mr. Beast is being canceled
the philanthropy thing.
Again?
Yeah, but
because he gave South African children 20,000 pairs of shoes?
Yeah, I saw that.
That's why I'm
No,
doing
no.
dogs, bro, and animals.
People are upset that he's giving people. I'm
People
like,
shut
I
the
don't
fuck up.
understand how you.
No, I don't agree with that. He gives
He gives so much.
he gives so much money away. I think he's doing great things.
I think- well, so
do,
the
do
reason
I,
that
do I
people-
hate him for ruining YouTube for my vlogs? Yes, but do I love what he's doing for the world?
I think
Absolutely.
the reason people are upset is misplaced in him because I agree to some point. I'm like, if you're gonna, for a while it was popular to like, I'm gonna buy a kid groceries or something like that, and then you'd film it.
Yeah, but
and then the
I-
argument was always like, all right, look, you paid $800 for this kid's family to whatever, but you made 10 grand off the video and ad. So like,
but
it's
he's
kind of
putting it all right
misplaced.
back because he enjoys it.
Mr. Beast is at a level where like him posting these videos does not help. He's already the top. It doesn't matter what he posts. He's gonna get the views.
I don't agree with the super big argument of like, oh, if you wanted to give money to a homeless person, you shouldn't have to film it, whatever. I was like, I
agree with that on a smaller scale.
But to the same thing is like, if you don't show anything, people think you're not doing anything. And when you do something and you announce it, you say how much you donated, you say how much you raised, you show the act of kindness, then people are saying you're only doing it for clout. Like, you can't win. Because then it's like, what you do if people are saying like, oh, you haven't done anything, do you need to have like a back document to just show just the people? Like, it's annoying that like, to do a good deed, like, you can't win either way. If you don't show it, no one's gonna know you did it, and then everyone's gonna think you're not doing anything.
It's just wild to me that like, I want to bring up your idol here, but it's wild to me that like Drake made $100 million last year at least, bought probably 5 penthouses, a couple Ferraris, partying with his friends. He's an idol. We love this guy. Mr. Beast does the same, gives 20,000 pairs of shoes away and fixes some blind people's eyes. Asshole. Needs to be off the internet immediately. Like it's weird to like think that like if you spend it on yourself and party, it's okay. But if you're giving it away, now you're an asshole. You got to get off the internet. Like I don't know where the logic lies in this of like.
I'll never understand that, dude. I've had people for years buy Lambos and do crazy shit, and everyone's like, dude, super motivating. And then I remember when I bought my fucking $7,000 Cartier bracelet, and I was like, hey guys, like I bought this myself, my 29th birthday. Like I've worked really hard, and like I never thought I could afford something like this, and I bought it to remind myself that like that I've done it. And people are like, fuck you, flexing piece of shit. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. I feel like, but at the end of the day, I just know if you know you're a good person, that's all that matters.
Yep. I think I asked people if I should buy this watch. Hell no. Just bought the fucking watch. I wanted to buy the watch.
How much is that watch?
36 grand, 37.
See,
It's not even on the right time.
I couldn't afford the all gold.
Rolex boys.
Yeah, but see, he has all gold. I have only partial gold.
It's heavy.
I don't like watches like
You
that.
do.
No, I
You're
don't.
paid to say you don't.
No,
but you do.
I think people think that I'm the guy that's like wants to be the anti-Rolex guy. That's why I don't buy a Rolex.
Okay, what watch would you buy?
An Omega that
For me,
Christian
a
bought me.
Alphalete.
But if right now,
No.
yeah, I could see where
No,
Protect.
I don't think I don't. I think that Rolex. This is gonna be a hot fucking take, bro. I think
Depends on which one you're
that
getting.
people buy. But again, this I'm gonna be a hypocritizer because I buy certain stuff. But like, I think people are buying that for the recognition of being part of the community of Rolex. I think it's a brand play of being a Rolex owner.
Yeah.
Not be.
Why do you buy a Jeep?
Like there's no
Well,
way.
this
like,
makes you feel important.
Why,
there's no
why
way-
do you want a cert? Why do you want a
No,
new Jeep?
no.
Why do you want a new Jeep? Why do you
not
want a
because
cert?
the community.
No?
I think the community is shit.
Then why don't you
dude.
go buy like an RSQ8?
Because the
Or
Jeep
an
is
X5M?
cool. Because it looks cool.
This doesn't look cool?
No, I think you like that Rolex because
It's a statement.
It's a statement piece.
right.
I don't think you're like the craftsmanship of the mechanical aspects of this and the time and the detail it went into the intricacies of the dials.
No, but then you
don't
get
give
into
a
like
fuck about that.
RMs and stuff like that. And like, that is where that goes. You get into like the $500,000 watches with the little skeletonized backs and stuff.
I just think it's a statement piece. Yeah, it makes me feel more confident. Just more.
Wait, why'd you get a love bracelet?
I don't have a glove bracelet.
well, you do.
This is a
You have a
movement
nail-
bracelet,
okay,
which you guys can
no,
get
shut
for
the fuck up.
movement.com.
Where's your nail
CG.
bracelet?
My nail bracelet, I wear them on the weekends.
Why? Why do you have that though? You could get a similar one on Amazon
Because
for
it
20
wasn't.
bucks.
No.
No, you can't get a similar a nail bracelet
Because
made out
I
of
bought
steel?
that because
Or not.
I wanted to like it was a present to myself. It wasn't to
But
show.
why'd you get the Cartier one?
It wasn't to show other people.
Why didn't you get a $20 one?
Yeah.
There's Amazon right now nail bracelet. I guarantee you there's a $20
My
one.
argument isn't of buying nice things. I think you should treat yourself. I think you should whatever.
But why would you buy the Cartier one over the
my
steel one?
argument
Yeah.
is when people say, "Why don't you have a Rolex, Max? Why don't you?"
I don't think you
that?"
have to have a Rolex, but I think you want a nice watch.
I have an Omega that Christian
There you
bought
go.
me that I very much love.
Okay.
But
but
never wear it.
I wear it when I wear watches. I wear it when I watch this. But I will never buy a Rolex in my entire life.
Well,
I will never buy a nice watch. I don't. It tells
You will.
the time.
You will. I
No,
guarantee
I
you
won't.
will. Yeah, you
No,
will.
I
Into
won't.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like 42.
like next week.
I think 42 years old.